So y'all know how easy it is to remove a cable. This is a pair of needle nose pliers. Pops right out of the bracket. That's easy. But what about if the other end of the cable is recessed? You can't get pliers or anything down in there to squeeze those two tabs together. Nope, my name's not Brandon. I'm the lawnmower lady and I like fixing small engines. You might run into a problem like I did a long time ago with cables that have both ends have those little winged barbs on there. Sometimes if you find them like that, one is going to be either under the deck, really hard to get to, or recessed like the one I showed you. I fabricated a tool out of parts I had laying around. You can probably do the same thing. I took a 1/4-inch brass barbed fitting that I had laying around and I cut a slot in it with a die grinder attachment on my Dremel tool. You could use a hacksaw, but that allows the cable to slide in there, and I'll show you how that works. So I've released the cables from the bail, but the way this works is put the slotted end right there on your cable and then push right in, and voila, the cable comes right out. This actually presses down on that so you can pull the cable out easy. And let me show you one more time. Slotted end goes in the cable, push it in till it lines up, and cable comes out. Now, the reason I made this tool is really to go in on the underside of decks. It's also convenient on the cable end like I just showed you, but it's very cramped up under there and you have to replace this cable. There's virtually no way to get any tools up under there, so this allows you to do that. And I'm going to show you a modification I did to this, because this is not oftentimes a completely round hole. What I did is I shaved down two sides of this tool, so this is sort of a D-shaped tool. What actually is underneath there is a hole. This is the hole in the deck, if you will, but it's actually, I call it a double D, so that is actually the shape of the hole right there, and that allows the tool to slide in and push through the deck, and then you can very easily grab the cable off the other end. But you'll have to custom fit that the next time you find one. I wish I could show you one right now, but I don't have that end of the cable to fix. But again, simple tool, shave it down, Dremel, hacksaw, whatever, enough to get your cable in there, slide it through, push it in. Now, the real Brandon, my YouTube friend at BS Small Engines, I'll put a link in the description below. He actually 3D prints and manufactures an awesome tool to actually make your life easier, not on the recessed end, but the one that I showed you at the beginning where I use pliers, but he's got an awesome tool. Check him out. And if you want to see some other cool tools, watch this right here. Mow Happy.